They've been caught, but were they to blame? That is a question being asked tonight about Hololive, who are partial owners of the Hololive official card game. That being the same card game that Mori Calliope has tried time and time again to pull for signed cards, at times to little to no success. The Hololive official card game YouTube channel posting this advertisement, running 1 minute and posted back on December 18th. This 1 minute video coming under significantly more scrutiny when it was a part of a longer New Year's Eve stream on December 31st. This stream being held on the official Hololive channel with 2.9 million subscribers and watched 2.4 million times, leading to one user on Twitter to say, oh, they are using AI to animate ads for the Hololive trading card game. Firstly showing off this shot of Best Girl Robico, seen normally there to the right, but to the left, looking distorted. This as Live 2D rigger and artist Celia would remark, ew, yeah. About 26 minutes into the New Year's program, you can see the trailer. It absolutely looks like it's AI animated. Super gross. I doubt the card artist would have wanted their art used like that. One reply reading, using AI specifically on Raura is another level of evil. That being Raura Panthera of Hololive English, self-described as the artist with the god eyes of Hololive English justice. This artist VTuber actually returning to stream after a long hiatus from a surgery. The return stream simply entitled Doom and being held at 9 a.m. Eastern, 6 a.m. Pacific. Another user taking this snapshot of Muna Hoshinova from this 1 minute advertisement and saying, I think Muna was the biggest red flag. I was so confused how it got all these frames from the one artwork. Some users trying to think of what has happened here beyond just AI, such as this user simply probably just interpolation or something. Akane here replying, that would explain animations, but the background is changed in the animation too, so it will not be interpolation. Left is the original picture, right side the demorphed stars and different color, what is typical for how AI changes backgrounds. And to be clear, this is non-AI artwork used as a base. This wonderfully squishy Raura artwork actually available on Pixiv. Users taking time to put that work up against next to what it looked like in the actual video and especially noticing the differences in the hand. Meanwhile, we had this very damning post from May, a Live 2D animator, saying, I'm seeing a lot of people saying it is just a bad upscaling instead of GenAI. But it is indeed GenAI animation. There are things going on in it that just don't make any sense for puppet animation. Here are some parts that make it clear. I slowed down the video so it's easier to notice the chunky parts. TVS looking at this just before this video was recorded on stream and noticing here how Raura's hand is both very blurry and also weirdly clipping beyond and through the tail. Faye's hair and eyes having some trouble here. Muna's mouth being deformed, her badonkers very much nerfed, and yes, we have the telltale look of an AI sleeve. As lastly here, Iroha has some major issues happening with her coattail. Another reaction saying so many people were saying this wasn't AI? Holy yes, we are doomed. Why is effing Hololive relying on AI for simple tweening? Hololive literally wouldn't exist if not for the artists and riggers. Humanity is doomed. While that might be a little bit of an extreme reaction, here we have Lynn's Doodle saying I avoid drama, but I am going to bring this up. The effing audacity to use AI on the talents is abysmal. I know people are pushing AI onto everything, but using AI on the girls? What the F were they thinking? Stay loyal to the talents and not the company. Another reaction here, Hololive, can we not use AI? Jacket off, collar off, hair disappearing, reappearing, etc. I'd rather Mayoshi have a clean reputation for paying artists for their work than being associated with AI for something she never did. It's disappointing this ever got posted. Other users noticing one of the major issues happening here with Matsuri's eyes, as here we have Jam saying, anyways, cover, address this BS. And credit where credit is due, Hololive official card game has made not only an official announcement in both Japanese, but also English, saying about this product trailer, we are aware of concerns raised regarding the possible use of generative AI in the production of this promotional video. Once again, not fully confirming the use of generative AI, just saying this is a possible use of generative AI in the production of the promotional video. This video was produced with the support of an external production partner. However, as the publisher, we take full responsibility for all content we release. We are currently reviewing the production process in line with our internal standards related to generative AI. We take this matter seriously and will provide an update once the facts are fully confirmed. We appreciate your patience while we complete this review. So just once again, not confirming if this is generative AI on their part, and while pointing to an unnamed external production partner, still stating that we take full responsibility for all content we release, says the Hololive official card game. Further stating they're currently reviewing their production process in line with internal standards related to generative AI, but not defining that here. And lastly, remarking they will be providing an update once the facts are fully confirmed, so we will be awaiting that. Reactions ranging from, now that's more like it, thank you so much for addressing the situation, alongside, told you guys they outsourced it. Many attempting to point the blame at Bushy Road, the other production partner for the trading card game. One user remarking, a lot of people don't realize that Cover doesn't fully control the Hololive official card game. It's a joint venture with Bushy Road, which means a production committee has oversight. Bushy Road has been using AI in other productions like their Stardom Women's Wrestling label. Others pushing back against that, remarking, when you're working, remember that quote-unquote external production partner isn't an invincible shield, especially if your role is to review and take responsibility for it. Further reactions of single look at the animation, quote-unquote, was a dead giveaway that this was AI. You're disrespecting the artist behind the character design, model art, and illustrations by being complicit with AI and stealing jobs from actual artists. This is just corporate speak for we got caught. Alongside first blame others, this is the cover up attitude. You get it? Because they're Cover Corporation that are owned by Cover. Okay. Another overseas bro remarking the statement that ultimate responsibility lies with our company is perfect for a public relations statement from a listed company, but it's a zero for an organization that claims to be creative. While blaming the outsourcing company for the problem, they only accept responsibility. The management team should be aware of the crisis that the true nature of the responsibility lies in a lax inspection system that was ineffective until fans pointed it out. We also have, I was just a little surprised at the difference in tone between the replies and quotes in the Japanese and English versions of the statement. I guess if you're going to push the creator's perspective and go out into the world, using generative AI is probably a bad move. I'm envious of the overseas guys who have a stronger sense of ethics in this area. Further, we have the commercial for Holo trading card games AI has caused a huge uproar overseas, clearly showing how out of touch Japanese companies are with the times. It's something that can't be taken lightly, considering that they may have to close down if they don't sell overseas. But I think they'll just keep using it because they insist they don't have the money, and they'll just end up shooting themselves in the foot. Others thinking back to the past, such as this comment saying glad they had the decency to address it at least, but Cover has done this multiple times now, and I've lost a lot of respect for them, to be honest. Extremely irresponsible and disrespectful to drag the public image of your talents down with you just to save a few yen, euros, dollars on animators. Plus, we have nah. This has happened multiple times now. It's becoming a pattern and not just an accident. We are never going to be grateful and accepting of GenAI use, so you need to seriously lock in and make that clear to everyone you work with. It's disrespectful and disgusting. And now regarding those instances in the past, let's go all the way back to August of 2024. And we had members of Holo Fantasy showing off a few new looks and using these backgrounds never seen before. Appearing behind Usada Pokora here, and you may notice nearly everything is simply melting. Not a single straight line in sight. One user remarking, it was found that the background image used by Usada Pokora was from a copyright-free background image collection that did not specify it was generated by AI. It has been discovered that the background images for other members of Hololive were found in this collection. Now let's jump forward a year to August of 2025. This year at the English concert for Hololive, some may noticing once again the lack of straight lines and lots of blurring there in the background, complete with large smudges for these bushes behind Kiara and text in the background that simply makes no sense to anyone, being regarded here as an obvious sign of AI usage. At the time, Takanashi Kiara taking time after the concert to remark that none of the talents approved and that she was under the impression that there would potentially be an official statement made by Hololive. Unfortunately, that statement was never made. This account once again continuing on. Honestly, I'm glad they finally said something about the Hololive official card game trailer. They still haven't said anything about the Hololive Ian concert though. Even if the videos were also produced by external teams, I still wish they had said something about it. More reactions here with Hololive again pushing AI. I think people are going to have to start doing more than just leaving comments online. Skip that merch, ignore those cards, and leave a comment saying why. Quote unquote, the talents are working so hard, so let's not talk about this, doesn't cut it anymore. This bringing us over to Doob at Doobie3D, giving us a happy new year, and also I wanted to also say thank you to artists for sticking it out. As a VTuber, I am so grateful. I am lucky enough to see many wonderful artists express themselves and even include me me in their fan arts. Thank you to everyone for your hard work. Do further adding in a reply, I know it's really awkward right now with AI and the new BS introduced. For those that still want to post some hashtag DoobArt, but don't feel comfortable to do so here, there is now a dedicated art channel in the Doob Discord too. I hope all this stuff works out somehow. Once again, this is your notice to join not only the Doob Discord, but also the official TBS Discord. That's right, Things VTuber Say is on Discord. We've been there for years. Why aren't you there? Why? You can join below. Just click on the description on the socials link. As once again, we are checking back in with Tomoe Omari, the military tomboy horse girl VTuber, being served up some of the very finest VTuber fan art at the end of this year. Numerous fantastic artists taking part in the Tomoe art contest. Volunteer here with I had such a blast working on the fan art of Umari Tomoe. Happy New Year, everyone. Plus, we have Dotapan. Had the best time working on this retro cowboy fan art of Umari Tomoe. Guarding the caravan. Happy New Year of the horse. This tomboy saying further, I appreciate all the support on my art contest. It's going to be very difficult to choose winners. Unfortunately, due to advancements in AI, this will probably be the only art contest I'm ever able to hold. It's been great fun all the same. Thank you very much. And again, to round out this topic here, we have Hacks, a V artist, remarking, quote, well, if Hololive is doing it, then maybe we should too. Happy New Year. And oh, don't worry, Hololive is not the only agency that has had some AI run amok, and very, very likely will not be the last either. For long, we're on Reddit. Oh boy. That's right, r/things VTuber Say is now live and launched. You can join both our Discord and our subreddit for the latest and greatest VTuber news, all once again with the link below. As also returning from yesterday's episode is Neuro-Sama, described here as an AI VTuber, where creator Vettel once again running the Evil Neuro's outfit contest. Once again, no AI generated artwork will be accepted for this particular contest. Neuro-Sama going higher and higher during their subathon, currently racking up 165,000 current active subscribers on twitch.tv. Deserto once again tweeting out about Neuro-Sama, saying AI-powered VTuber Neuro-Sama's creator has become the most subscribed to streamer on Twitch. Vettel now has an estimated 162,000 sub count, and the reactions are all over the place, just as we would expect. One account simply remarking clankers win, alongside hard to beat something passionately and diligently engineered to be cute and entertaining. One user taking the time to post not one but two infographics, giving us loads of background on all the V artists and VTubers involved with Neuro-Sama's creation over the past years, but also speculation around Neuro-Sama's internal structure, potentially involving image to text, text to speech, and speech to text. And since it's Deserto, we have the reactions from all the normies. One account remarking, FAI, pick up a pencil, drained a river for this, by the way. Crowds suddenly don't care when the AI looks like an infant anime girl. Alan here saying, I can't imagine sitting and watching someone pretend to be a child and play video games. People subscribe to this nonsense. It's disgusting. Disgusting. Guy that likes cats saying, can we generally just shut Twitch down and kick? Along with Yuta here saying, I have zero evidence, but I think it's mostly bots or even funded by AI companies. Plus Shiv remarking, wait, so this isn't a VTuber? This is an AI bot that uses a childlike model to interact with users. I feel conflicted by this information. My personal favorite quote retweet simply being from a Japanese account and saying of Neuro-Sama, soulless brat. Another user remarking, she came a long way from denying the Holocaust. That's right, almost exactly 3 years ago, Neuro-Sama caught a ban on twitch.tv, and yet how things have changed. Vettel here back on December 17th promoting Neuro's subathon coming up on the 19th of December. As the Twitch UK and Ireland account would say, it's actually illegal to be late to this. And upon Neuro-Sama hitting the all-time hype train record, Twitch UK and Ireland reacting with, honestly what, record so nice, you have to beat it twice. Neuro-Sama on top. Another great reaction here from Tack, LOL, is this like that peanut dude or different? And of course referring to the world-renowned Burnt Peanut. Further now bringing us over to Voop Chat, self-described as spontaneously chat and meet new friends, and bringing us this surprise, introducing a new frontier in VTubing tech, the eTuber. Turn any PNG into a dash tuber, just upload a PNG, set points, and even customize physics. VTubers, PNG tubers, P-tubers, and now everything tubers, all welcome in our community. And once again, we have step one, create a new avatar, which even includes an option of I don't have a model, allowing you to be an eTuber, everything tuber, turn any PG into a hybrid avatar. You can simply upload that PNG, set things like eyes and mouth alongside eye size and mouth size, plus jiggle and bend physics, giving us this eventual result here. Some not reacting quite so kindly to this, So does Toshiro here with, I dare to say this is the downfall of Ian VTubers, especially when introducing features that ruins VTuber in anime and let literally everyone, including cultural tourists, become one. Anything that has IRL elements such as the burnt peanut style isn't considered VTubers, full stop. That is, anime bun woman Pipkin Pippa of Face Connect would react with some Omegle clone that panders to VTubers, gives us a funny way to make fun of this whole peanut situation, and people get defensive like this is going to start an uprising of serious peanut clones. It's a bit, a gimmick, funny app making funny joke for the community it's designed for. That bun tuber, of course, being from Face Connect, this agency now with brand new channels in our Discord. Join today, as we are also bringing you the quote of the day from another Face Connect talent, that being Cleo Aite, saying, "It's funny getting quote-unquote owned online by Gen Alpha because it's the only way they'll get to own anything in their lives." Whew, okay, sick burn. Oh well, if 2025 brought us anything, it was the Horse Girl game. The Horse Girl game being partially credited as to why many overseas viewers are interested in horse racing in Japan, including many viewing the Arima Kainen, described as the biggest betting race in the world. The last run from December 28th, racking up $680 million in bets. This far exceeding previous years, and the event not being this big since 1999. Numerous Hololive Japan VTubers taking an interest in this race and the betting around it. Usada Pecora investing $7,000 USD into betting and earning $300 over that, while Sakura Miko lost well over $6,000 US. Others like Naneshi simply remarking, "I'm not good at gambling," while many like Takane Rui would show off how she lost a little bit but will continue to go ahead and bet further in the future. Rui running numerous streams regarding this race and earning over 10,000 concurrent viewers during. That now brings us over to the Santa Anita Park, self-described as the premier thoroughbred horse racing track in the US. This account showing off this video and saying, "This is America, not Japan. Uma Musume has arrived at Santa Anita Park, America's top thoroughbred racetrack. If the government wants to develop the content industry, they don't have to do anything. The world is already moving forward with it." Santa Anita Park actually teaming up with Psy Games, the owners of Uma Musume, for the American Oaks. This event seeing the largest attendance in the last 9 years. Going on to show off this video for the promotion, complete with pictures of horses, potentially given the AI treatment. That's right, from the real life video to whatever this is. Perhaps they just saw the anime girls and thought this is how they should give the horses anime eyes. All right, and very lastly tonight, we have the Densetsu, the MVP idol group, now set to collab on January 3rd with the Beastiez. All 7 of these members originally intended to debut with the now defunct V-Shoujo agency, but wonderfully making their own groups and now facing off against one another. Densetsu here with Worlds Collide, 2 groups bound by fate, united in rivalry. Idols versus monsters, good question mark versus evil question mark. Be there or catch it later. We're not your boss. As that is all for this episode. As always, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe below. Join that Discord, join that subreddit for the latest and greatest VTuber news, and we'll have more things VTubers say for you soon.